Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first trimester must-haves video. I'm just going to talk about things that helped me get through the first trimester, things that I think are important to have for the first trimester and things like that, just to have it here for reference for you guys if you were expecting. We are expecting twins if you are new to my channel, but I'm pretty sure the must-haves that I have are the same or very similar to those people who are expecting one baby. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow along on our pregnancy journey, and let's get started. So the first thing that I'll talk about are the apps that I started using. As soon as I found out that I was pregnant, I downloaded apps, and the Bump app is just what I've used before with my daughter. So I went ahead and re-downloaded that app, and then someone also told me about the WebMD app for pregnancy. Very helpful if you have multiples, but pretty much what the app will do is it will just go through and tell you about your babies and yourself and what's going on in your body, what's going on with the baby's development. And it's really cool to get the insight that the app gives you. For instance, since I am now in my 15th week, it lets me know that in my 15th week that the babies are the size of oranges. And if you click week 15, it actually will give you an overview of what is going on this week. And it talks about baby's development and things like that. It's just nice to have so you can kind of know what's going on, because for me especially, baby development is really interesting, and just knowing when they have fingers and when they're moving and when they're breathing and when they can hear you, it's just nice to know kind of what's going on in there, because otherwise you don't really know what's happening. The next thing I recommend is getting reading material if you like to read. If you don't like buying like paperback or hardback books, there are things like the Amazon Kindle where you have access to like tons of books. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like reading regular books. So obviously in my scenario, I am reading the twins, triplets, and quads book. This was recommended to me by moms who have multiples, and I also saw this book on Kendra Atkins' channel because she has identical twin girls. So I've been watching her channel for a long time, even before we knew we were having twins. So this book I jumped out and bought as soon as I found out we were having more than one. I also recommend two other books to you guys. Obviously, the What to Expect When You're Expecting book is very nice to have. It kind of does the same thing that the app does as far as telling you how baby is developing, what your body is going through, but it also prepares you for more of like what's to come. I don't have mine on hand because I actually lent it out to someone while we were trying to conceive, and she still has those. And I can't physically show it to you, so I can put a picture up here, but I'm sure you guys have actually seen the book. And then the second book that I recommend, I also lent out to her. It is called Ina May's Guide to Natural Childbirth or something like that. Ina May is like credited as one of like the world's first midwives. Not world's first midwife, but like first midwife who openly kind of talks about natural birth. And basically that natural guide to childbirth has tons and tons of labor and delivery stories with pictures, like you see kind of birth happening as it happens. She makes a ton of good points for those of you who are doing natural childbirth. It really helped me during my pregnancy with my daughter Aniston, and I love the book. There's so much good information in the book. Even if you plan on having like medical intervention with medication and epidural, it's still a really, really good book. And reading the stories and seeing the pictures of everyone delivering on her birthing farm, it's just a really overall good book. So the next thing should not be a surprise for any of you guys. It is water bottles. Obviously in pregnancy, they want you to increase your water intake to basically as much as you can. I know that in a normal non-pregnant person, they say about 64 ounces or 8 glasses is good. But I know that when you're pregnant, they try to get you to drink a little bit more water. I'm very picky with water. I cannot take water plain unless I am super hot and like desperate. I will drink plain water. I just can't do it otherwise. So I have to buy either the flavoring packets, or I have to put lemon or something in the water to make it taste like water but with fruit to it. So this is just a Starbucks cup that a subscriber sent to me who works at Starbucks. I have a ton of these cups, and the straw just really helps me, and I can just put the water in and the flavor packet in or whatever. But I really like this one, and it's dirty because I just used it. This is one that I got, I think, from Target, and inside of it, it has like the fruit infuser. I forget how to pronounce that. But basically you just take the lid off and you can put the fruit inside of it. I love doing lemons and oranges, and basically you shove them in there, put the water in, and it kind of infuses the water with whatever you put in there. If you like more of like refreshing type water, I hear that cucumber and mint is really good to put in here. But otherwise it keeps like the lemon seeds from coming out and going into the straw and like shocking you. That's one thing I don't like doing really, is putting like fresh lemons in here, because the seeds always go up through the straw and down my throat, and I don't like that. So definitely an infuser if you're like me and like lemons and things in your water. And definitely a straw, I feel like it helps me drink more. I just feel like the straw is a very special thing. I don't know what it is about having a straw, but I always drink more. And then of course the most obvious thing on here I'm gonna mention is prenatal vitamins. These are the ones that I started using in the beginning before I was pregnant. And then after I got pregnant, I did stop these for a while because my morning sickness was terrible and these actually made it worse. So I stepped back from these and took the VitaFusion gummies. As you guys have seen in some of my pregnancy updates, those did not have iron in them. And my nurse seemed to think that the iron was what was making me sick to begin with. So now that I am out of morning sickness, thank goodness, finally after 14 and a half weeks, I am done. I was finished a few days ago, I think, because I have felt great ever since. I'm going back to these Rainbow Light Prenatal 1 vitamins. I've heard a lot of good things about these. When I was researching prenatal vitamins, there's a lot of them that are good, but they require you to take 2 or 3 a day. And to me, that's just not realistic. I know I won't do it, so I just don't buy them. These are just 1 a day, which is why I think it's fantastic. These are more expensive than, say, the VitaFusion ones, but I heard a lot better things about these in general. So that's why I went for these. Definitely a must-have because babies need some of the nutrients in here, and so do you, because you know, you're giving a lot of your nutrients to the baby. So obviously, most obvious thing, but yes, very important for the first trimester. And while we are on the topic of morning sickness, I had it very, very terribly bad. Like I said, it was for about 14 weeks and a few days that I had it, and it was absolutely terrible. I've never felt so bad in my entire life, and I was almost scared to go to sleep at night, knowing that I was gonna wake up, feel sick, and it was just gonna get worse as the day went on. So, not good. There were 2 things that really helped me with morning sickness. There were a few drinks that would help me, and then there was an actual scent and a certain taste that would help me. So I mentioned this before, this is the Pink Stork caffeine-free tea. This is the peach ginger one. I forget exactly what they call it, ginger peach or something like that. But ginger is supposed to be like the all-natural remedy for morning sickness. I don't like ginger by itself, never have, probably never will, but I do love peach. So when I saw this one had a peach flavor, I said, yes, I will try it. And I love tea. This tastes good hot or cold. It's not like overwhelming. I like tea anyway, but if you don't like hot tea, definitely try this cold because it tastes just as good cold as it does hot. And I feel like having the ginger in there does help with morning sickness, just because it just has this thing about it. Ginger just has this kind of way about it that it helps with morning sickness. So definitely try this if you are feeling uneasy. But the other thing that would really help me as far as morning sickness would go was lemons. We all know what lemons are, but I pulled out just some for visual effect. But lemons have like saved my life. Taking lemons, squeezing them into water, especially like lemons in lukewarm water when I felt sick, was amazing. The smell of lemon in general, I don't know what it is about lemons. They were just like a magical smell and taste that really helped me. Even like lemon flavored anything, tart helped. And so I was not going to steer clear of anything lemon because I knew I needed all the lemons. So give me all the lemons. I loved them. And the last thing I will talk about is more things for the body itself. I'm not doing any kind of lotions or anything like that yet. I think now that I'm hitting my 2nd trimester, I will. So I'll talk about those in my 2nd trimester must-haves video. But I did go through a lot of body changes. Like I said, with twins, I'm not 100% sure if I am having these faster yet. From what I was told, it takes until you get till about 20 weeks before you start kind of getting extra big. and start progressing faster. I think I look pretty average for someone at my stage of pregnancy, maybe a little bit big, but nothing crazy. So the first thing, maybe TMI, but my breasts have grown already. None of my sports bras fit. None of my old bras fit. I had to buy new bras, I think around 9 weeks, because in early pregnancy it just happens. But mine like really have a new identity now. I don't even recognize, like, who are these? So I went to Motherhood Maternity and I just went ahead and got nursing bras because I'm gonna need them anyways, and I have none left over from my daughter Aniston. So this is one of the ones that I got that I'm obsessed with, and I'll go back and get more. But it is just this is so TMI, it feels so weird, but this is just like a regular nursing bra, and as you can see, it has a little bit of padding, obviously in case you get cold, but it has just the band underneath. It's very stretchy, and it does have the nursing clips. As you can see, you would just take these and flip it out, which is great for nursing. And it just feels like a regular sports bra. It's the same kind of material, but like I said, my sports bras do not fit. I tried wearing them around 9 or 10 weeks and it was not happening. It just was not. Yeah, I did buy a regular bra too, but I think that bra right there has really helped me, and I think I may even go on Amazon and see if I can find some more. That one was from Motherhood Maternity, and it's just their regular brand, but I have seen them for a little bit cheaper on Amazon and packs, so I think I may look into those. And the last thing I'll mention, obviously when you are pregnant, you start feeling bloating at one point or another. My bloating came on very early because during our IVF process, all the medication made me gain a little bit of weight. I also had a lot of bloating because of the egg retrieval, healing from that, and then I feel like the bloating never really went away during the whole process. So once I got pregnant and I experienced pregnancy bloating, I had like leftover bloating and I was adding new bloating, and then nothing fit me. So basically about, I'd say 10 to 11 weeks, I had to buy maternity pants already. I do have a few pairs now, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. When I'm the biggest and getting the biggest, as of right now, I already decorated for fall, as you can see. And fall here in Iowa means a lot of leggings and big sweaters. So it kind of works out that I'm pregnant the most in the fall and winter seasons, so I can cover up and really bundle up. But I wanted to mention leggings to you guys. These are not exactly the pair that I wanted to show you. Those are actually in the wash right now, and my hair's all over them. These are Target leggings, I think the Champion brand, I believe. And these are in the workout section, but my absolute favorite brand of leggings are the Sonoma brand from Kohl's. That's where I found them, as Kohl's. They have a really good brand of leggings. They're soft, but they're not see-through. I have the biggest fear of like bending over and you just seeing right through my leggings. So I really look for, sorry, my dog is just having a snack. I really look for leggings that are thick but not hot, but also aren't like see-through. So definitely black leggings. I have a lot of pair of black leggings now. I've purchased the Jessica Simpson brand. I have purchased the Target brand, Sonoma brand, and honestly Sonoma I think is my favorite. But there are some new brands I'm going to be trying out during my second trimester since we are getting into fall. I want to try as many brands as I can and see what I like so I can relay that information to you guys. But yes, leggings, definitely a must-have, and I'm so glad that I'm pregnant the most during the cold months. So that's going to be all for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helps someone. If you're a new mom, if you are like me and haven't been pregnant in a while, I hope this video helps you and just gets you prepared for your first trimester. I'm glad mine is over with now. I'm like, goodbye first trimester. I'm ready for more energy and to feel better. But like I said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.